You're listening to Voss and Bonnie's My Wife Hates Me on the Riotcast Network. Riotcast.com.
She really hates him, it's really true. Why did she marry this jackass Jew? Some people say that opposites attract, but this seems more like a suicide pact. He's totally sober, she's not that drunk. He's really old and she's got some spunk. He's totally holy as an asinine bomb, and she's just a little less dumb. She really hates him, it's really true. But somewhere deep down, she loves him too.
It's working. All
Are
right.
you working?
I am so not working. And I don't care about banging on the table. I don't care about anything today on this podcast.
I didn't bang on the table yet.
I didn't, well, you put your cup down, but I don't care about anything.
Okay, so Rich went away to...
Speak up.
Where'd you go? Where were you?
Over the weekend, Connecticut.
Connecticut. And Saturday morning, he called me and he said, I'm sick. I've been eating. He's had food poisoning, he said.
I thought I had food poisoning.
You ate some pasta, seafood pasta. Where'd you get it from? This is always amazing to me that you will eat seafood from anywhere.
No, it was from a seafood place. The restaurant was called Seafood.
No. Really?
No, you fucking idiot. Marissa's in Trumbull, Connecticut.
Okay.
Where I was working that night. I only work restaurants.
Oh, no, but then you were going to the casino.
On Saturday, the casino.
So he wakes up,
Saturday.
calls me, and I said, oh, I don't feel that good either, but I wasn't throwing up. So.
I mean, I was major. I was throwing up, and then I went to poopies, and...
That's nice.
It just, my whole body opened up, like everything was coming out of me. It opened up. Like, I'm puking, and then
Okay, people don't need to know all details. They understand what being sick is.
Not like this sick.
Okay, it was...
I mean...
First of all, about a half hour after you called and told me that you were sick, then I also started getting sick.
Yeah,
and
but
so all yesterday, I was also throwing up and chills, and it was serious. Whatever that bug was, it was looking to take us down.
I think you were trying to...
Oh yeah, I try to do everything you do. You won't be the only one.
I think you were just trying to take away from my momentum. I think, you wanted the attention, the sick attention that I could have got. Because I get sick maybe once every year, every 2 years. I don't usually get sick.
I don't get sick either.
So
I got Jessica, Rich's oldest daughter, to come pick up Raina, and then I just laid in bed and only got up to throw up, and Rich and I kept having phone calls throughout the day. We were having phone sick.
Phone sick. Bonnie did that line on me yesterday.
I said, I'm gonna say this on the podcast.
That was her joke she had planned for this podcast. We had phone sick. So I was laying
and we threw up at the same time. It's coming. I feel like I could still throw up.
So I was in Trumbull on Friday night.
That was Rich, by the way.
And then I was supposed to go to Mohegan Sun Saturday. So I get a late checkout in Trumbull, and I go, can I, and I'm going, do I just go home? I can't do this show Saturday at the casino. Then I go, well, maybe I'll get better. Maybe I'll. It was an hour from Trumbull to the casino. It was an hour drive, or I could have went home, and it would have been probably about an hour and a half, 2 hour drive home. And I go, well, I'm not going to, I'm already here. I'm counting on the money. You count on every, it's whatever money you're making for the weekend, you're counting on it to pay whatever bill. So I drive to Mohegan Sun. I go, fuck it. I go, maybe I'll get better. Maybe, So I go to Mohegan Sun. I I check in my room, and I just sleep.
How did you drive like that?
I turn the car on, and
Don't be silly. I'm asking a real question.
How did I drive?
Like, I was like, the moment I got out of bed, I would have to go, I was just
Well,
a jellyfish.
I drove. I did it, because I wanted to work, so I could take care and buy you things,
Stop it. I'm asking for real.
How did I drive? I just fucking drove. I was sick and I drove sick. People drive to the hospital after they got shot. You never see those things like on TV? Oh, he got shot and drove himself to the hospital.
Oh, sorry I asked.
Well, I don't know how I drove. I don't know how I did anything. So I get to Mohegan Sun, and I'm sleeping and puking and sleeping and puking. Then I go down, to get ready to go to the show. It took me forever. When you're sick, you just can't do anything. You're like, even to
do a podcast?
To do a podcast.
It seems like torture.
Ironing your clothes. Everything took forever. So I go down on Backstage, the other two comics. Okay.
Who was it? Do you know their names?
White guy, black guy. I don't know. One guy has
Salt and pepper?
One guy, the host, had a bad toupee, which he talked about it.
Oh, he did?
Yeah, he talked about his toupee throughout the show. And
like, that's part of his thing?
Yeah.
So weird.
That's a semi-prop act. Like, he's
but
talking...
that's like a guy that's really torn between, like, I really don't want to be bald, but I know people know.
Like, how, we could send someone to the moon, but we can't make a toupee that you spot from 5 miles away. I don't get it.
I know.
We do
weird.
hard transplants.
Even, like, really, really rich people have bad toupees.
I know. We do everything. We separate, Siamese twins, kids connected at the head.
It's funny because women always have this thing where, like, if it's a woman's disease, they always say, if it was a man's thing, they'd already have this figured out by now, or like, but really, if you look at the toupee, that's not true. I mean, that's an important...
They all look like dead animals or just bad helmets.
Why do they only come in Sharpie black?
I don't know.
They only, like, there's no other... What if somebody just dared make different shades?
Of toupees?
Yes.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean,
and
like...
then they always have...
Well,
you know what the other thing is about the toupee this bad? They have too much hair. They have too much hair. Like, if they were thinner, it would look more real. But it's just like a lump of hair. Like, more hair than, like, a teenager.
I don't think... Like, I was talking to somebody the other day, going bald. Like, I have all my hair. I have a thick head of hair for my age. But I don't think I'd get upset if I lost my hair. Do you think, like...
I'd be gone.
Huh?
I'd be gone.
Well, get me the razor blade.
I'm just kidding.
So I'm doing I go downstairs to do the show at Mohegan Sun. Sold out. 340 people. 300 paid. 3 bonuses. And I'm backstage and I'm listening. Like the MC goes on, does 15 minutes up front. Then the other guy goes on, a black dude, which I usually put in my contract. No black comics in front of me. Not out of racism, because whatever they do, the stupid white audience falls for that bullshit, and they're
There's
white
all
guilt.
kinds of different black guys. You can say I don't want any hacky people in front
That's
of
what
me.
I mean.
And
But this guy was
that
pretty...
would rule out all kinds of colors.
I know, you just don't want any openers. When Colin goes on the road, I don't think he has an opener. Maybe someone do 10 minutes. He's smart, because then you don't have to sit back there and go, ugh, listen to this horribleness. But I think the black guy was good, because I heard him laughing. I don't know if it was... Brad is smart. He always uses guys that won some contest. They always have these contests.
So he doesn't pay them?
Well, no, I think he paid. No, he paid them, but it's, the contest, they always have, like, the funniest New England comic and whatever contest it is. And I think he came in second or first or whatever, and he went on in the middle and sounded like he did well. Then the MC goes back on, and he does like another 15 minutes in the middle.
Oh, I know, you have to tell him right away. Do all your time up front.
But I didn't mind, because I was backstage.
Yes.
I was shivering. Like, when you're sick and you're cold and shivering.
Yeah, I know? Let me think back to yesterday and today.
And I'm scared that I'm going to puke and shit on stage at the same time, and that could hurt my career.
God.
That would really hurt my career.
Well, you just hope somebody's got their phone out and put that on YouTube.
So I go on stage, I'm doing a show, and I have my puke bucket right to the side of the stage.
Did you tell him you were sick?
a little bit in, right, there was a girl up front really hot that I probably could have closed a deal with, if I was single, because she was staring at me the
I
whole
don't think
time.
you had to be single.
She was staring at me the whole
Let's do
time.
this podcast like we're not married so we can get the full truth.
What? The full truth?
Yeah, what?
No, she was hot and she was going through a breakup. Well, she said a year ago.
Oh, yeah, so she's still really...
So, and she was looking at me the whole time I was up there.
Yeah, because you're the comedian on stage with a bright light on you.
Yeah, but it was weird how
That's
she was
creepy.
looking.
That's like a stalker mentality.
How she's staring at me the whole time.
Okay.
I felt connections. So I'm on stage. They said, you only got to do 35 minutes. But you know what? Here's the deal. I'm headlining and they're coming to see me. I can't just give them 35 minutes.
Don't act like you're doing it for them. I think we all know you're...
What?
You enjoy your time on stage, so it's not like, oh, I've got to give them what they,
They paid.
You love the idea of leave them wanting less.
Well,
That's your
here's
motto,
what I
right?
wanted to do. Tell me if I should do this. Okay.
Your farts stink. It's
They
disgusting.
should. I haven't gone to the bathroom since yesterday's big, release.
All right.
I haven't eaten really anything. I ate a Krispy Kreme donut last night, and a couple Oreo cookies this morning. They're the only things I
Oh
can
my
go.
God. That's
What?
not like what you're supposed to eat if you're sick.
Well, if maybe you would cook something.
Oh, you know what?
What? Okay, so here.
I can't even come back. I'm that sick. I've had nothing.
You haven't eaten yet?
I had some tea.
So
Oh, I had a bit of apple.
this is what I wanted to do this email.
But yesterday, when I was like really peaking in my really like in and out of consciousness, kind of, I was thinking like, I kept calling you to find out if you were feeling better because I knew then, I'd start, if you were feeling better, then it was only a matter of time before I started feeling better. But then I was like, what if he dies? And I get a call and like Rich Voss died.
Yeah,
and,
what kind of
and
thing?
then and then I'd have to, like, Raina wasn't with me. I was like, I've got half an hour before I go.
Before you die?
Yes, I was like, oh my God. I was thinking I'd have to just pull out my phone and do a video on my phone. I love you, Raina. And,
Well, you called and told me that. What if he dies? What kind of thing is that to tell? That's what's going to suck as a comic. You're just going to die in some horrible fucking hotel in the middle of Minneapolis or something, and So I was wondering if I
And
should
then
do
I was
this.
also like having weird dreams. Like one of my dreams was like the antidote, the antidote to, make you better is in the artist. I was like, I have to watch The Artist, and nobody wants to watch that dumb movie.
I know.
I was like, oh no, I'm gonna have to watch a silent movie. First of all, I think like the reason it got the Academy Award was because the people who did watch it, they kind of wanted to be rewarded for having watched it. I don't want to have watched this for nothing.
So, okay, here. Now, give me your opinion on whether I should do this. When I worked Mohegan Sun, for the last who knows how many years. Then we got kind of screwed there. Remember that New Year's Eve? We got screwed at Mohegan Sun.
Yes.
What happened
New
was...
Year's Eve, was the worst New Year's Eve ever.
This was not this New Year's Eve. It was the New Year's Eve before.
And we brought Raina, and I kept telling her this. It's like a party backstage. There's going to be like all this.
Well, we were working Mohegan Sun, and we I figured out it wasn't a lot of money for New Year's Eve, but I said, we'll stay in the casino. We'll go out to a nice restaurant. We'll use this. You could use a spa, and I'll work out, and Raina will have fun, and then we get a call the day before. Oh, they booked your room because they can get $800 a night, and now we have to stay in a hotel, not
the casino.
not
hotel,
the, down the street.
I don't remember what that hotel's like.
Like a red roof or something.
Oh yeah.
And it was the day before, and I'm like, what the fuck? And I remember, or it was a couple days before, because I remember being on Opie and Anthony, and Patrice was yelling at me. He's going, "You fucking idiot! Why don't you cancel?" And he was right, but I'm going.
But we're always.
We need the money.
situation.
Yeah, you need the fucking money. You can't just cancel and couple grand, that's like taking
But
a
then
couple
when we
grand,
got
throwing it
there,
out the window.
he never apologized. This is that.
Well, but he took care of me this week, so I can't trash him.
Well, I can. There was not like. There was no champagne backstage.
There was no water. There was nothing backstage.
Yeah, there's nothing.
It's
Not
New Year's
a
Eve.
drink,
Not a
piece
tray.
of food, not a cupcake, nothing. There was no streamer. There was no blow thing. It was like...
It was like we were sitting in a coat room. It felt like
Yes.
with no coats or something. That's not. That's not a good
I could see
analogy.
Arena. Oh no, it's gonna be like a party, like
Yeah.
New Year's Eve, and then she's like, "Where's the stuff?"
Yeah, it was a horrible part. She was playing under the desk.
Yeah.
That was her. So, okay, so I'm pissed off, and I said, well, Foxwoods wants me to work over there. So,
I hated him. I was so mad at him. Oh.
so I'll go to Foxwoods, right? So they booked me at Foxwoods, excuse
Please,
me.
I'm gonna throw up if you keep farting.
They booked me at Foxwoods, right?
Yeah.
Now, they put me there. They know
People
it's
love these showbiz stories that
Well, you
have.
got to tell so they can get behind the scenes. I'm trying to help them get behind the scenes so they know what's
but
going
nobody
on.
wants to give a behind the scenes of a C-list celebrity, D-list.
I'm not a D-list. I was driving home last night thinking I'm a celebrity. I am. A lot of people know me. A lot of people fucking know me.
That was your sickness, your delusions. My delusions took the form of being forced to watch The Artist, and yours is, I'm a genius and a celebrity.
I am. It's kind of scary how many people know me. Like,
Scary? Like you're getting mobbed and stuff?
well, not mob. I remember when I used to get people used to just fucking.
Remember this when you drove up one time in your Mercedes, when you had a Mercedes, and the guy goes, "Ooh, living large, eh, Rick?"
It was a C230. It wasn't even a good Mercedes. I never had the good car. I got like the Boxster.
And the
Raina, keep it down. And you said you were going to be quiet. You said you were going to be quiet. She's so cute.
You don't remember this stuff?
Very cute kid. If I could only just find a way to like you. So anyhow,
Okay, we'll be done in a minute.
can we go on? Go look at people are complaining about you, Raina.
They are.
I'm getting emails and Twitters about you. You were cute the first 2 episodes, but now,
Right.
right? You know what I mean? Enough with her
Yeah,
now.
this is like a family show.
Yeah, I know.
It's dumb enough without her.
So I go over to Foxwoods, okay, and it's part my fault.
Oh, yeah.
So
Sorry.
let me tell the story.
Very exciting.
Because you got to tell me whether I should do this.
The
but
story, I'm going to go on record, no.
So, 4th of July weekend, which is one of the worst weekends to work.
Uh-huh.
Okay, because
Why?
it's good if you own a comedy club or
Oh,
whatever.
because people are all going to barbecues.
Yeah,
They're
well,
not
no.
going to a comedy club.
Yeah, you always put a black comic in on 4th of July
Oh,
weekend.
because they don't travel.
Well, they don't go to the beach or to the lake or anywhere that swimming is involved, So they usually go, you put in a Def Jam act or, like an Earthquake or a fucking Cedric the Entertainer. Or,
By the way,
or
if
Bruce,
there's black
Bruce.
people listening, now you know
Well, yeah.
what not to do on the 4th of July.
Well, they know. They go to
Don't
comedy
go
clubs.
swimming.
They don't. Well, there's certain things black people don't do, and one is go.
Black people can't swim.
I didn't say they don't go to the beach. You don't see it
We
because
don't like it.
they
I've seen
dark
black
absorbs.
people at the beach.
Yeah, with umbrellas. Why even go?
So what?
People that go to the beach and use an umbrella. What's the sense of going to the beach if you have it?
'cause
Because you
there's
want to go to somewhere hot and sweat.
And swim.
No, it's stupid. It's anyhow.
I think it's fine.
Well, because you just like to.
Well, because a lot of people don't like to get suntans anymore. I mean, you're. I remember when we first met, you used to always want to lay in the sun for hours. Now you don't do it anymore.
I don't like it. It bothers me. It's just fucking.
It's good. It's so gross when you get so dark.
It's gross. You sweat. There's nothing. If I was completely ripped, I wouldn't mind being out in the sun. But when you gain a couple of pounds, you don't want to sit there. We go to our pool at our townhouse. We go to the pool, and there's people and everybody's out of shape. I'm in pretty good shape now. I lost a lot of weight since I was sick.
Oh, bro, yeah. In 24 hours, he's really come around.
So I did Foxwoods on 4th of July weekend. And not only was it empty, across the hall in the theater. Now, the guys that booked the comedy club, they also do big shows in the theater, and they had Tracy Morgan.
Oh.
And that was right after all that controversy he had.
And
So
how
he
was his show?
It was
Sold
packed,
out.
so close to sold. How am I going to compete with that? So it was empty.
You better start saying
It was
you
empty.
want to stab your gay son.
So, and the whole weekend was horrible. And so now last night I did one show, 340 people, 300 paid. And I wanted to email the guy at Foxwoods. I go, I did 300 paid, 340 people. You know why? Because it wasn't 4th of July weekend. Because they didn't rebook me at Foxwoods.
Right.
They're holding it against me like, oh, he didn't do numbers. Well, the fuck, how am I going to do numbers? You know what I mean? So I wanted to email
But don't
him.
you have a big black following?
I do have a good black, if I promote it in black venue, if
That's
I go
what
on
you
black
should've done.
radio or,
Right?
yeah,
Anytime you do a 4th of July show, it's got to be like for black people only.
I should have because, I did, one night I was in Florida and I had a free night a Wednesday, so I did the Improv in Miami, which is all like black and Spanish and Cuban and whatever, and
Yuck.
it's those are my people. They're my people.
Remember when I was in Miami and
Yeah, I know. She's Bonnie is trashing. I think I told the story. Have we told the story?
I
Yeah.
don't know I don't remember any of it.
I know. We've
This
done
is
like
like the
14 of them.
This is like the vow for us every time.
Yeah, I'm not going to even tell the story because I think I told it already on one of the podcasts. But Bonnie doesn't
Well,
really
I thought
know
of a
you.
story the other day that we didn't tell. Remember when we did that and Patrice was on it and Norton was on it?
Did what?
And it was for like animals or something.
Oh.
Animal.
Oh yeah,
Some benefit.
a benefit at it was at the New York Comedy Club, wasn't it? Oh yeah, for animals.
Downstairs.
Downstairs at the New York Comedy Club.
And
Or
you
Broadway.
Yeah,
or
and
something.
then you went on. You were the MC, and the first thing you said was, "Sorry, I'm late. I hit a dog on my way over." 'Cause why would they get these kind of comics to do anything? You know? But for whatever, so Patrice went on. I had to follow Patrice, and Patrice was really annoying this woman in the audience. But of course, she couldn't say anything to Patrice because she knew he would destroy her. So I guess during my set, which at some point I did a joke about cancer, and she stood up. Do you remember?
Yeah.
And she started saying I wasn't funny, or I can't remember what it was. And I go, I lost it on her, and I called her a cunt. Remember, I shouldn't have done that, but I really. But then instead of just I go, this is a benefit. I've been on the road we've been on the road for like 3 weeks straight. I was tired. I was like, we didn't have to come down here and do this. Go fuck yourself. You're a dumb cunt or something like that. And then instead of just walking off, which would have been great, it would have been a fucking moment. I went, thank you. Good night.
Yeah, to the people. Thank you. It's been fun.
Thank you. Good night. I had a wonderful time. I couldn't stop that.
And people, if you mention, if you're doing, I'll tell you something. One time, this is how fucking cheap, this is how Jews really get on my nerve, and I'm a Jew. I was working Harrah's, the Improv in Vegas, and I'm doing some Jewish stuff, but I'm a Jew, so I'm allowed to do it, and it's not even really bad Jew stuff. Some lady in the audience tells her friend, this old lady. So the lady calls the casino that wasn't even at the show and complains, saying, she's trying to get free stuff out of it. She wasn't even at the show. Her friend told her I was doing Jewish material, and some other lady calls the casino complaining.
Oh, this was last night?
No, this was years ago.
Oh.
Some lady that wasn't even there complains about my material that wasn't
How
even
did
there.
they know that she wasn't there?
But she said it. She said, my friend told me that he was doing, or whatever, And it was probably some old Jew trying to get a free dinner or something at the casino.
No, I'm sure she was like a compulsive a gambler,
No.
right? Trying to figure out a way to get.
Or whatever. I don't know, but it just makes Jews look bad.
By the way, whenever you hear Rich's voice getting closer to the microphone, he's lifting his ass and farting.
I wanted to go to the store today and get supplies. I wanted to go into Mount Pilot. And
we literally have been, poor Rada has just been playing by herself all day because we've literally been sleeping all day.
I went to I fell asleep last night. I drove home from the casino. I said, I'm awake. I'm getting out of here. You know, I'm not going to sit in a hotel room. And it's a nice room up there. And I drove home, and I got home, and I'm laying in bed, and Bonnie's puking. I don't know why I'm laughing, but it's funny watching somebody else puke. I wasn't laughing out loud, but I was kind of laughing because I wasn't really laughing, but I felt bad. I didn't. You don't know what to do when someone's puking. Like what?
And the noises that someone's making. I remember one time, I was throwing up, and Raina was going, "Excuse you, Mom. Excuse you."
Well, I go, can I help? What am I going to do? Hold her head up or something? Hold the back of your hair or something? You know, like what can I do to help? I said, what can I do to help?
God. Oh no.
And you got to see her. Like I'm looking at her now, and she really does. She looks like a cast member in the movie Help. I mean, she looks really beaten down. You do.
What is with all the black stuff today?
Oh, what do you mean? I did 2 black things.
That's now the 3rd.
Oh, it is? I'm sorry. They standing ovation for her at the Oscars.
Why? It was nice.
It's not nice. It's reverse racist. It's just white people being racist. Oh, the black. It's like Marina said in our movie. Oh, look what we've done. You know, it's pandering and it's racism that they would stand up for her and you know, it's bullshit. Oh, look what the black lady did. Okay, she won an Oscar. Great.
I admit that it's slightly condescending.
It is.
That's what you're getting.
Yeah.
I don't know about reverse racism.
I don't know. It just sounds good. It's condescending. It's pandering and condescending. Pandering is a big word that I'm using right now.
I don't even know if it's pandering, but it
is pandering.
Like if you were a black person, you'd be like, all right.
Yeah, sit down. What the fuck? It's horrible that they. First of all, those Oscars stunk
But
this
it's
year.
like, you know, I mean, for certain people in this country, it's been a hard road. So, you know, you feel like when things are changing, you want to embrace that and be a part of it.
It's been a hard road. It's been a cakewalk for the last couple of years.
For whom?
For certain people. Hey, keep it down. What did you say? You're not going to make any noise, okay? And I'll go buy us food. I want watermelon. Oh, some more black stuff.
Also, this is another Jesus. When I was like, I couldn't even, if I take a sip of water within a few minutes, would come up. So I started having fantasies that I was getting what do you call it? The needle.
An IV?
An IV to keep me hydrated because I was so thirsty.
That's your fantasy?
I was like laying in bed like, oh, if I had an IV.
You know what's funny? See, what I ate on Friday night, I thought got me sick because I had an appetizer. First before the show, I had that seared tuna. You know how they cook the tuna just around the edges? But they fried parts of it. Like, how do you turn something healthy and fry? Okay.
What do you mean they deep fried it? No,
just the edges of it. Like they put breadcrumbs on it. They breaded it, and then, you know what I mean?
They blackened it or something.
No, they breaded it, not blackened it. There you go with the black stuff. They breaded it, and then I had a salad.
If I got a blackened piece of tuna, then I would stand up and applaud.
So then I had the salad. This was for my appetizer. And it was some kind of cheese in like an egg roll. What's it? It's disgusting cheese. Gonzola.
Oh, it's blue cheese.
Yeah, well, anyhow, it was horrible. Gorgonzola. So I ate that, and that was the appetite. And then after the show, I went back to my room, and I had whole wheat pasta with seafood in it, scallops and shrimp and calamari. And so then I woke up puking my guts out, and I remember the seaweed from the tuna coming out, a big clump of seaweed, and I really thought it was food poisoning. I thought the scallops weren't cooked or something. Because scallops always taste like they're not cooked.
When I hate scallops.
I don't like them anymore. I won't eat them. And the good thing...
This is just from 2 nights ago.
Yeah.
I made this decision.
I'm not going to eat...
Even though they weren't what...
Well, I mean, how did all of a sudden out of nowhere you get a fucking stomach virus?
Well, I didn't eat the scallops, and I got it too, so it obviously wasn't the scallops.
I think you were just doing that copy thing, like, you know, when people get sick and the other person gets sick, or, you know, that kind of disease where, you know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, but I can't remember what it's called. It's like all those girls in that school.
Yeah, I think that's what happened.
Weird.
Yeah. The twitch or something.
The twitchers?
Yeah.
No, that is definitely. They're like, it's the water. No, I think they're just faking it. I'm going to go on record and say that the girls from that school are faking.
It wasn't the water, because Julia Roberts went there to check it out, and there was nothing wrong with the water. So, so I'm not going to. You know what? Maybe it's a good sign, because as a Jew, I'm not supposed to eat shellfish anyhow.
Bringing up your Jewishness a lot today too.
I'm not supposed to.
You're really drawing lines in the sand.
I'm not supposed to, and I'm going to do footprints in the sand soon too now, because when I was sick, God was carrying me to the bathroom. How come I only saw one footprint going to the bathroom?
Because God was carrying you.
God was carrying me.
Why didn't He just make your sickness go away?
Because He was teaching me a lesson, or she was.
What is your lesson?
Don't eat that much food.
Don't say God's a woman.
Don't you remember during the whole fucking women's lib thing? That was one of their things. God's a woman. That's what they were fighting for. Like the dumbest things on the planet. Like, and God's a woman. Oh, okay, yeah. All right. We're not going to let you
and
fucking...
like manhole covers. How dare you?
Yeah, like you could barely fucking vote, or we're not letting you smoke cigarettes.
Barely vote. You can either vote or you can't.
Well, you know what I mean. And then now you want to throw in God's a woman. Let's not get crazy.
Well, you
know what I mean?
Those are crazy people.
And then
God is not a woman, and I don't think I should.
And
needless to say, God's not a man either.
Have you ever gone into a black church?
Transvestite.
Have you ever gone into a black church? I think Jesus is black. Oh, a transvestite. I'm sorry, I didn't know you were doing one of your bits. Do it again.
No, I'm done.
Go ahead, do it again.
I'm
done. God, I feel like I'm leaking. What was I saying? Well, I'm not going to eat that type of food anymore. It just grosses you out. Like when you puke your guts.
You gross me out. That was apropos nothing.
When you want me to tell you how fucking gross Bonnie is?
Oh no. What is it? I don't even know what it is, but I'm going to shut that down.
No, I got to tell them.
No.
Well, it's not bad.
It is bad. You want to know how gross Bonnie is? That's how it starts.
Okay.
Just give me a hint of what it is.
Bonnie takes a bath the other day. She takes a bath. So
she said, no. I said this before. I said when you were fucking around, I said, don't talk about it on the podcast.
Why?
So don't. I asked you one thing, to not talk about it on the podcast. Don't talk about it on the podcast.
They're going to want to know now.
So what? It's okay.
Why don't you tell
It's okay for fucking people we don't know to not know everything about us. Oh my God. Oh, heavens to Betsy. They might not know one fucking thing about us. What? I said a bad word. Which word was it? Podcast. What? I said shit? I didn't say shit.
Look at Scram. Scram.
I did say, you're right. I said a bad word.
So, I was so sick. I'm thinking, I got to go to fuck.
Again with the sick. Let's move on.
Oh, okay, we'll move on. But I got to go to Arizona this week.
Are we almost done?
No, I don't think we're almost done. This is a good podcast.
What?
Someone said we're sick as hell and we're doing this for our fan. Okay?
For our fan, yeah, you better appreciate it.
We're doing this.
It's
hard for us to even look at each other right now. I can't even drink coffee. I took 2 sips of coffee. I haven't had coffee in 2 days, and I haven't taken my vitamins.
Isn't it shocking that we haven't had any more ads to do? After we did the Audible one so good. How dare they?
I think we're going to get a new ad. I think a new client's coming on board.
Who?
I don't want to say it until I know they're on board.
Oh.
But it's kind of like sex toys and stuff, or and we don't even use. I remember when a house burned down, I ran up into the.
I told you not to. He's like, I gotta hide our sex toys. I'm like, they're gonna think we're weirder if we don't have any. That was a little conversation we had. Is if we should keep the sex toys where people could find them, or if he should throw them out.
Well, definitely the gay porn had to be thrown out.
Ha ha ha.
I hate when people do that. They go ha ha ha, when you're telling.
Well, because the thing is, people will think you have gay porn because you're gay.
I'm not gay, but I'd rather watch.
Have you never had any guy go
go
down on you after?
No,
a show?
that's after a show. No, that's disgusting. No,
I don't believe it.
You don't believe it? What if you walked in and I was?
I'd be like, finally, my proof.
Is that what you
I feel
say?
vindicated.
No. Why? You fooled around with a girl, you told me.
Two things I don't want to talk about.
You didn't tell me. You didn't say you never wanted to talk about that.
Okay, but I don't.
You accuse me of being gay. And
I know, but I don't have actual proof.
Huh? I don't have proof. I only have your word.
Well, that's lying.
That's a nice ring.
Oh,
If we ever get divorced, I'm getting that ring back.
Yeah.
You're not keeping that
right
ring?
between the eyes, buddy.
You could have the wedding ring, not the engagement ring. We had a pretty big fight last week, but we've been pretty good lately. We haven't fought. We've been getting along. I think the family that...
What happens is that I give him silent treatment, and then he walks around thinking we're getting along.
Oh, you're giving me the silent treatment.
I gave you the old cold shoulder.
The family that is sick together sticks together. That's my new motto.
Boy, you're proud of yourself.
I have to go tomorrow.
Rich isn't the best at wordplay, so I hope people appreciate that.
I have to go tomorrow to our condo and meet with the builders and go over, pick the colors and the tiles and all that. You got to come with me.
I'm excited to do it.
So we have to pick out what we're going to have. Put, the carpet, the colors, the tile in your bathroom. You got a whole new bathroom. Even the tub, they're giving you a new tub. I got to tip that guy. Do you tip the construction guys? I got to throw him something.
I don't know. I'll have people tweet it.
Well, the one guy goes, I got you a new tub out of it, so I got to throw him something. You know what I mean? The guy at the golf store last week, I threw him a tip.
I bet you did.
Yeah, I threw him a tip. He gave me a good deal on a R11 driver that I can't hit. So I traded in a bunch of old drivers, old ones, and he gave me a new one. I feel like I'm going to throw up right now, for real.
Yeah, so are your listeners. You're so boring.
Well, then you talk about something that's
I don't
fucking...
like doing it.
Huh?
What am I supposed to do?
Come up with something. I'm always fucking coming up with everything. I got to carry these fucking shows.
Good. You're better at it than I am.
Well,
You're
then,
a better person than me.
I am a better person than you. Everybody knows that.
I don't have anything. I just sit at home all day with a child. What am I like? What?
You're very creative. You make
exciting stories am I going to have?
You have exciting stories.
Do I?
Didn't you do a gig recently?
I didn't do it. I haven't done a gig since last Saturday.
Get out of here.
True.
Where were you last Saturday?
That dumb firehouse.
Oh, are we talking
about... And, didn't you say somebody else wanted me to do another firehouse? And I said, I'm not doing it.
Well, I already signed this on.
No, I'm not doing it. I'm not doing it.
It's not a firehouse. We're doing a fundraiser for the people that saved our building. So I said to the person that called, I said, I don't know if Bonnie will do it because she had a bad experience with firemen. And she said, yeah, I know, I was there. And she goes, I felt horrible. She said, our firemen are not at all like that. They're, good firemen.
Oh, yeah. Mm.
So, whatever.
Those firemen turned me off of Heroes.
They did? Hey, what's this new show I keep seeing on TV? It's just initials, GT something, I don't know.
Oh, it took me a long time to figure that one out.
What is
it? Good Christian Bitches.
That's what the name of the show is?
Yes.
GCB?
Yeah.
Good Christian Bitches?
I know. I spent so much time trying to figure out that.
With the diamonds and stuff in the initials?
It's where a girl with a cowboy hat.
No, the blonde, the hot blonde. Yeah. Mm-hmm. But...
That's Christian Chenoweth, I think.
But they're not going to be up in arms, people screaming about that fucking title? That's why they don't put the title. They just put the initials.
Right. But I think it really is about Christians. So they probably do like it. You know what just happened today?
What?
Oh, let's talk about the
tornadoes?
No, what's that guy's name? Oh, I can't believe I'm drawing a blank. You know the guy who said that girl was a whore?
Rush Limbaugh?
Rush Limbaugh.
What about him?
Yeah, what's your take on it? Because they know that you love Rush.
I don't love Rush. I'm not a Rush fan. I'm not against it. I don't listen to Rush. I listen to Hannity. I don't listen to Rush.
Oh.
I listen to...
oh, my God.
What did he say?
Closer to the mic.
What did he say? He said that...
There's a woman testifying because she thinks that...
Wait, hold on. Bonnie's getting political now.
She thinks that a birth control should be paid for by her
That's ridiculous.
insurance company.
Do you think it should be?
Yes.
Why should birth control be paid by insurance companies?
Well, in the bigger scheme of things, we want people to be taking control of, people are not going to stop having sex. Sex leads to babies.
What's it cost? $3, $4 for birth control?
I don't know, but I'm sure Viagra gets paid for.
No. Go ahead.
It does or it doesn't?
I've gotten prescriptions for it, but I always pay so much money still. It's still like $10 a pill or something. So, well, what did he say?
He called her a slut. He called her a prostitute.
Big deal. It's only rating. They're fucking entertainers. And big deal. So he said that.
He's so gross because the thing is that the people who listen to him buy into it. They don't put it through a process like you do, where it's like, oh well, he's just. I mean, I see that too. He's pushing buttons. Obviously, he wants to get his name in, some headlines going. He's like hasn't made a big splash in a while. It's like, but it's gross because people are like, yeah, it's true. She's a slut. It's like,
well, when that guy. They all do it on. When that guy Andrew Breitbart died last week, the next day Rolling Stone comes out with an article, "Death of a Douche" or something. I mean, they're all fucking pushing the envelope or crossing it. They all do it, either the left and the right. They all do it just to fucking get.
Well, either way, it's gross.
They're all just opportunists. That's what they are. They're just opportunists. I'm going to say that again, opportunists, because, you didn't think that would come out of me. And they're, when Bush was president.
Let me wipe my face off.
You know how many people used to call Bush.
You get electrocuted on this mic.
When Bush was president, how many people used to call him Hitler? That's all you heard was, oh, he's Hitler. Hitler this, Hitler that.
What about Obama?
If they call Obama Idi Amin, they'd lose their careers.
They act like he's not even born here, that he's like a. Pro-Palestinian.
He is he's pro-Arab. That's all right. You could be pro-Arab. He's pro-Arab. Just nothing wrong with that.
Where do you get that from?
His actions.
What is his actions?
When he tells Israel to give up their borders, to go back to the 1967 borders, where he kisses the ring of some Arab leader. I mean,
he's not the only president that's ever said that. Bush also said it.
No, Bush didn't say it, so don't act like you know what you're talking about.
Did.
No, he didn't.
And you know who said it, actually?
Who?
Because I was trying to figure out Reagan.
What did Reagan say?
He said the exact same
No,
thing.
he didn't.
He did, word for word.
Are you out of your mind?
I'm not out of my mind.
When did you hear this?
I don't know, like a few months ago when they were talking about it.
No.
Yes.
No. Well, it doesn't matter. They're all just fucking criminals.
I agree with that. But I just think, sometimes it gets a little gross. Like the whole, the gay marriage thing drives me bonkers.
Well, yeah, you believe in gay marriage.
Yes, 100%.
It's just so fucking...
Who? I don't understand why Christians think they can tell everybody else what to do. It's like, live your life by your Christian morals if that's what you believe. You don't have to... Not everybody has to live like you.
Yeah, but as passionate as you are for gay marriage, you think they can't be passionate for being against gay marriage?
No, because I'm not telling them they have to do gay marriage. I'm telling them they should do what they think they need to do. That's why. I'm saying stay out of everyone else's business. If gay people fall in love and want to get married, let them get married. It's really ridiculous that religion plays such a huge part of laws.
Well, it shouldn't.
It really shouldn't.
But it's people.
And why does Christianity think they're so that everyone has to be their religion? It's.
I thought you were Christian.
Do we have to go through this again?
It's all, to me, it's either...
I don't believe in...
In what?
Fakery.
So, as passionate as you are, and you think that they're wrong, well, they think you're wrong. So why should you be right and they're not right? And why should they be right?
Okay, I'll give you another example. Like the abortion issue.
Yeah.
Okay, that one I get why they are so passionate about it, okay?
Why?
Because if you believe that someone is getting killed, then yes. I can see how you can be so passionate about it. Like, abortion's not a beautiful time in anyone's life. Nobody's like being like, yay, I get to go get an abortion. You know, it's like a different thing.
There are some
gay
guys.
marriage is something where people can be happy.
Not the parents.
Why not? And if society was more accepting of it, less people would care. Because gay people tend to be good people in our society. They make money, they pay taxes, they adopt kids that other people don't want. I mean,
they support IKEA.
They love putting together furniture. Yes.
Well, usually gay neighborhoods are always the cleanest neighborhoods. They're clean.
They're fastidious people.
They are.
But I mean, it's like this weird thing that you would say that you would be that passionate.
I'm surprised
about keeping someone else from being happy.
Some special interest group is going to come at me because I just said gay areas are cleaner areas. They're going to go, what do you mean we're cleaner? That's what they'll do. They'll find something wrong.
Gay people love to recycle.
But here's the problem with
they get their hairs cut in a timely fashion.
Yeah, but you know what? They want the same rights as everybody else. But yet when you make a joke about them at a club or this and that.
Well, but maybe if they had the same rights, then you could make jokes. And first of all, gay people are kind of one of the groups that are most lenient about, I mean, up until very recently, I mean, it's like on TV, in movies, in clubs, it was just, it's a constant gay joke. Everything's a gay joke. Even when people don't mean to be making a gay joke, they make a gay joke. Like, Michael Ian Black on his Twitter feed told Rush Limbaugh, go, like, suck a big hairy cock or something. It's like, well, you're now, like, it's like people make these gay jokes and they don't even know that they're being mean to gay people. Do you know what I mean? It's just so a part of our... It's like I call everyone fag. Like a couple of times I've had to stop myself from calling Raina a fag. Like,
well, she is.
Let's get it together, fag. Let's go. And then I'm like, whoa, it's my daughter. I gotta... But you don't even... It's like such a part of our culture. So, I mean, I believe if I was gay and I had to sit in a comedy club and listen, and I do it. I have tons of gay jokes that are all really amazingly funny, and a lot of them are brutal and mean. And it's like, if I just sit there, if I was gay and listen, I might get irritated. If comedian after comedian after comedian did it, it's like, all right already.
So when you become really famous,
yeah,
and you have to have a cause, you know, when famous people always have their charity or cause,
yes.
Is that going to be your cause? What's going to be your cause when you get famous?
Special Olympics.
Special Olympics?
Probably, yeah.
They keep sending us stuff.
Oh my God, they're relentless.
I know.
That's why I kind of want to get them off my back.
I fucking sent one.
And you know, you gotta, when these people come to you and want money, you gotta pay them. You know why?
Why?
They have 10 times the strength of a regular person.
Yes.
Okay.
So.
And they know where I live because.
Well, here's the thing.
They send me those little return address labels, so.
I'm scared. I sent money to one charity a couple times.
Do you know what?
And they don't fucking stop bothering me.
I'm mentally handicapped, New Jersey, like, these guys are like, I'm trying to picture some, like
mafia
guy with Down syndrome come to your house.
The Jersey Shore, like.
New Jersey, I thought you wanted to be part of the winner's circle. Okay?
That would be a great TV show.
You want to be part of the winner's circle? Okay, you got to pay.
The Jersey Shore would...
They can break your legs like that. Ching.
All mentally handicapped people in the house in Jersey Shore.
Jersey Shore.
Like one dude is ripped.
Yeah.
I mean, he's fat, but he's ripped for...
But he's big. Well, my sister has Down syndrome, so...
She does better than most people I know.
She's great. She's one of my favorite people. You know, I read one time that what you do when you get married is you are trying to find somebody that represents... People often think that person represents somebody in your family. Like you're trying to recreate a relationship with somebody in your family. And I wonder if this is the person in my family that I've tried to recreate by marrying you.
Jessica just texted me. She goes, my stomach feels weird. She's got it too.
She's gonna get it.
It's Raina. The demon seed is giving everybody.
She came home
and got everybody sick.
Mom, my stomach hurts. She threw up, And then I go, you want to lay down? And she goes, no, I want to eat lunch. She ate lunch. We went to Chuck E. Cheese. It stayed in her system for like 20 minutes.
I know. She's passing it on. She's demonic.
So weird.
Oh, man. You got everybody sick.
You got everyone sick.
What?
You can talk out loud now.
I didn't get you because
I didn't
get you because you were like somewhere else. Like
No, you got me sick before I left.
no, you didn't. I didn't know about before I left.
You got me sick the other day when you came home. Okay?
From Chuck E. Cheese.
From Chuck E. Cheese, because you got everybody sick, and you're some kind of like demon.
Was that nice to say?
Really?
Yeah, really. Yeah, yeah. All right, scram.
All right,
Enough. Well, listen. I think we're going to wrap this thing
Okay.
up on Bonnie's gay marriage, tirade.
And I'll say it again. I've said it on another podcast. I've tweeted it out.
What?
I'm not getting divorced till all gay people have the right to get divorced.
Oh, God.
What? Do you think I want to get divorced right now? So it's in my best interest to try to speed up
That
this
would
process.
I offered you $25,000 to get out.
Yeah, well, I can't take it because I'm waiting for all gay people to get the right.
$25,000 could get you started.
I gotta go lay down again.
I know. I gotta throw up. I really want to go. I gotta go to the store. I gotta go buy some
You
stuff.
know how that queasy feeling in your stomach that you have right now?
Yeah.
That's what I have every time I look at you.
Whoa, got me. Boom.
The end.
Okay, this week I'll be at Stand Up Scottsdale in Arizona. And then on Thursday I'm doing a benefit show for a cancer or something in
I realize we talk about a lot of benefit shows on this podcast.
Well, because we like doing benefits. You can't keep what you got unless you give it away.
Good night.
Ugh.
Have a great Monday, everybody.
Stand Up Scottsdale this weekend. All right. That was our podcast. I think we pulled it out for being sick, don't you?
I don't know. I'm going to
If you enjoyed My Wife Hates Me, subscribe and check out all the great podcasts at riotcast.com.
She really hates him, it's really true. Why did she marry this jackass Jew? Some people say that opposites attract, but this seems more like a suicide pact. He's totally sober, she's not that drunk. He's really old and she's got some spunk. He's totally holy as an asinine bomb, and she's just a little less dumb. She really hates him, it's really true. But somewhere deep down, she loves him too.